Really, Ruffles? Honey mustard? That's a dipping sauce, not a potato chip flavor. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind and decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. As always, if you would be so kind as to like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would definitely appreciate all of those things. And if you would like to reach me for any reason, you can do so through my email. That is destinedgoblin@yahoo.com. I will do my best to respond to each and every one of those emails that you send me, and I will definitely take every suggestion that you make to heart. So today we have a potato chip, Ruffles, which I normally love. I usually like all of the different flavors that Ruffles puts out. I'm a little bit skeptical about this. Honey mustard. I have tried some of those potato chips in the past, maybe not specifically from Ruffles, but some of the other companies that have put things out like ketchup flavored chips and just kind of some of the dipping sauce flavors and that kind of a thing. Haven't loved all of those. Not sure about honey mustard. Honey mustard is a flavor that I'm okay with. It's not one that I love. I know a lot of people really love the honey mustard flavor, especially for like chicken nuggets dipping and that kind of a thing. I can kind of take it or leave it, so we'll see how this goes. The interesting thing about this flavor is that I do know that Ruffles put this out a while ago. This just showed up at my grocery store recently. So I do think that there is something to be said for the fact that when these products roll out, they don't necessarily roll out across the entire nation at the same time. Now, I'm not talking about restaurants because I think when you get the restaurant chains that put out a particular item, I think that rolls out nationally all at the same time. But when you're talking about a product that is going to show up in your grocery stores, I think that is one of those things that kind of takes a while sometimes to hit all of those shelves. So for those of you that have been telling me that you've had a problem locating some of these things, and I personally have had a problem finding some of these things that I have heard about. Keep at it. Keep looking around. The secret is to try to hit as many different stores as possible, as many different types of stores as possible. But you may also have to just kind of wait a while because it just might not be in your area yet. So this is the honey mustard Ruffles flavor. This, I believe, is a limited time edition, and by the time this video rolls out, this may or may not still be available in your area, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go ahead and open this bag. First of all, I will tell you that there are 150 calories in a serving for this, and there are about 10 chips in a serving. Now, I usually do like Ruffles potato chips. I usually do like the flavors that Ruffles puts out, so that gives me a little bit of hope. I'm not exactly sure about this, though, honey mustard flavor. So we will see. Smells like it has that tang of that mustard smell to it. So there's a look at those chips. Pretty intact bag. Ruffles is usually pretty good about that. They do have a little bit of a heartier product, so their product usually stands up pretty good in those bags. There's a look at one of those chips, a little bit of seasoning on there. Just gonna go ahead and try it, see what we get. Okay, that was a surprise, and I'll tell you why in just 1 second, because I'm gonna go ahead and try another one of these just to follow up, make sure I got that flavor accurate here. Couple more, and then I'll give my thoughts on this. This one's actually pretty easy to make a determination on. Little palate cleanser here, just some water. Okay. You know, one of the things that I have been discovering as I've been doing these reviews is that sometimes when I think a product is going to blow my socks off, it ends up falling flat. And sometimes when I think that a product sounds totally crazy or it's not going to be that good or whatever, it turns out to be fantastic. If you like honey mustard, you will love this product because this hits the honey mustard flavor on every note. It has that tanginess of the mustard. It has that sweetness of honey mustard. You bite into it, and the first thing you taste is that little bit of sweetness on your tongue, and then you get that little bit of a zing of the mustard. It is just like dipping a potato chip in honey mustard. Now, granted, honey mustard is one of those, what I would consider to be a simpler flavor to replicate. There's not a lot of ingredients there. It's not a complex flavor that you have to kind of try to duplicate. But Ruffles has nailed this. If you like honey mustard, and if you've ever, it's not something I've ever thought of doing, but if you've ever thought of dunking your potato chips in honey mustard, or if you've maybe done that before, this is going to replicate that flavor. This is definitely a honey mustard flavored potato chip. So because of that, I have to give this my seal of approval. So there we go. Not necessarily my favorite flavor. It's a good potato chip. I don't mind it at all. I think it tastes great. Like I said, honey mustard is one of those things that I can kind of either take it or leave it. Not necessarily something that I would continually seek out, but especially if I was at a party and there were a bowl of these, I would eat these without a problem. It's a good flavor. If you like honey mustard, you will love this. Check it out before it's gone. It may already be gone by the time this video airs. But yeah, keep looking for that. Good job, Ruffles. See you next time.